Yeah, what's up guys, Shadia, and today we have a draft analysis for the PPL Division 1 Season 2. But I'm not alone. I myself, as a contender in the PPL, have brought with me another contender in Ethan Erasthamus, coach of the Miami Rodham Heat. Say hi.
Hello friends.
Then we have, let's go with Esom first. From Division 2, Electricstorm252, coach of the Melbourne Victory Stars. Say hello.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I guess you could say
It's hello.
Yeah.
Shut up, Ethan. And last but not least, we have last season's winner of the PPL who decided to step out of the league, FredFord, former coach of the Borussia Dortmund. Say hello.
Hello.
Yes.
He stepped out because he felt bad for drafting Kieran Black, Morwell, and Landers. He felt bad. So yeah.
Just crawling in the skin now. Anyway, we're just gonna go over the drafts that happened in D1 just because I like doing draft analysis. I will probably do one for D2 and maybe one for the D League. We'll see how I feel. So yeah, we're just gonna go through every draft, say what we like, what we don't like, and flaws that we notice. That's the word. And yeah, so we're gonna start off with the first one that you can see right in front of you. And that is Shroomraver, Paris Saint-Germain. I don't have to say the draft because it's right in front of you. His draft is gross.
Yeah.
It's
disgustingly gross. He has things to counter everything.
It's
much.
it's
Well, not
very
everything, but
very
almost
well balanced. The only thing I could really fault on this is the fact that he's gotten very little priority. Like he picked up Furfrau and Scyther when he could have picked up things like Hariyama. But that's the only thing that I really have an issue with. He's got a great defensive core. Like he could almost run full stall if he really wanted to, and that's kind of disgusting.
Like he even has spikes.
Umbreon, or Dino, Furfrau, and Sandslash.
Yeah, like
all the bases covered.
I don't like Empoleon, but on this team it works really well simply because of like Leech Seed from Chess, Wish support from Umbreon, Wish support from Megalodino. Yeah. So
I agree with you.
It'll work on this. It's unfortunate that it's his bulky water, but I feel like it's gonna do a decent chunk of little work, at least on this team.
I really like Empoleon actually because it has a great defensive typing. It has defog and stealth work, and it can even go offensive. And because it's Shroomraver, I can imagine him going defiant, Aqua Jet and things. I also really like Scyther because it has that great 105 speed.
Yeah, 110 attack.
Mostly because 105, especially in League format, is a lot because there are not that many OU mons running around. So it also brings great initiative. I don't know about Furfrou though. Furfrou is the one question mark. I can imagine he can make Mega Odino work, but I really don't like Furfrou.
I
can see how Furfrou can work.
I think he can make it work. This can work as a bulk pivot with U-turn, which means he can switch it into something, and then just kind of like Lando T.
Yeah, but then the downside of that is you have Furfrou on your team.
I'm just gonna point out that Furfrou took 60% from a choice banded Machamp's close combat. Just gonna point that out.
Yeah, Miss Magius takes 0%. So.
The disrespect.
That's really Furfrou.
No, I know, but I just meant like it's bulkier than people give credit. It's bulkier than people give credit.
And I think he also was really scared of Mammoth at this point, which is why he picked it up. Was like, yeah, Furfrou can live any hit.
Yeah, it definitely can.
Yeah, what does it do back?
Crit return.
I mean, it has 80 attack, which I mean, for a wall isn't too bad. Like, 80 attack for a wall isn't horrendous. It's not good, but it's not horrendous. It's like Gastrodon's special attack. Gastrodon's that's like 101 or something. I don't know.
Ethan should know.
But it can wear hats.
This is awesome.
Gastro's got 92 special
it's
attack.
worth it if you use the dandy trim. Let's put it like that.
Yeah, 92. Yeah, so that's wrong one to compare. But like 80 isn't good, but it's not like terrible either.
It's not a complete setup for
Also, he could have not picked them and instead got a 6 million mon, which would have been a better option.
Or even 10 million if you didn't pick Scyther. But
the Scyther is good.
I think
like
Scyther
Scyther
has big potential.
Furfrau is just fucking setup fodder.
Scyther,
Yeah.
the only problem with Scyther that I can see is that Empoleon and Sandslash are very good defoggers, but neither of them get recovery, and they have fairly common weaknesses, so he's gonna have to play around that to truly bring out Scyther.
Basically, he just needs to get good at wish passing, and then he wins. That's literally what we're all saying right now.
And he has Umbreon with slow baton pass. Which,
and I mean, we haven't even mentioned Victini yet, have we?
We don't have to.
We don't.
You don't have to.
No, he's got the best wall breaker in the format.
Yeah,
his team's...
And then Tyrantrum as a decent backup wall breaker as well.
He's got Thunder's Eye, which is really nice too. Other than that, like, the only people... I think basically the only things we have issue with are Furfrou. I think we can all agree on. I personally have issue with Scyther. Everything else on this team, it has great synergy, which is nice.
Shroom got everything that he wanted. He wanted the first 5 months, he told me before, and he got all of them.
Yeah.
So you should be scared of this draft.
Yeah. I have the worst matchup of anyone against him. It's terrible.
I think everyone
Thunder's
has
Eye, I don't think. Thunder's Eye is fucking good.
Almost Magius, which is a fairly underrated threat.
It's a cheap, good ghost. Like, it's just...
Honestly, in this format, it's probably better than Gengar.
No, I wouldn't.
Yes.
Gengar, the poison typing doesn't help it that much. It just kind of...
You can run, instead of it always having to be some like offensive thing, you could run Miss Magius a lot bulkier. It's got a great speed tier.
Yeah.
You can run it as a stall breaker.
What is it? Its stats, I'm pretty sure, like 65, 105, 105.
The poison typing helps because it stabs Sludge Wave and Sludge Bomb. Yeah. So that helps a lot.
Yeah, that's true. It helps it break past the fairies.
I mean, but
speaking of fairies, he doesn't have anything out of Empoleon to do super effectively stab moves.
I mean,
however,
he doesn't need to.
Dragon.
He doesn't need to.
So,
I mean,
he's got head smash.
Yeah.
Smash and V-Curate. I mean.
Also, I want to go over Mega Audino real quick, just because it's not a good Mega. However, he initially didn't want a Mega, and it's not a Mega pick, it's a Fairy pick, and for 10 million, I think it's a really good mod.
Yeah, I think it's a very good 10 million pick. It's as a Mega, it's probably not as good compared to the others, but for a 10 million pick, I mean, it's very good. I'd say it's on par with Empoleon, to be honest, in terms of usefulness.
No, it's not on par with Empoleon.
I'm actually surprised about how expensive Mega Audino is, just because it's regularly it's just so shit that you're trying to put it on par with a lot of Yu mons.
I mean, Florges is 10 as well, and I feel like...
if you want to know about Mega pricings, look at Mega Sharpedo, which is more than Audino, and it is by far worse than Audino.
Yeah.
I mean, it's on par with Florges money-wise, and Audino is just really fat on the physical side as well, which gives it an advantage over Florges.
And I mean, if Aromatisse is 7, this thing does deserve to be 10.
Yeah, I agree. So yeah, what we gain from this is that Shroom's draft is stupid, and I don't want to. Yeah, I want it to exist. Please, just don't.
Without going in depth, it's definitely the most threatening one of the more threatening teams.
It's definitely top 3. It's definitely top 3.
On its own, just makes everyone.
Incredible. I haven't looked at the others to get a good grasp, but I mean, between it, Victini and his Warcore and Tyrantrum, I think.
Yeah, basically Shroom is the favorite to win just because of his draft.
Yeah, really. And he's a very good player on his own, so it's not
Shroom sucks.
Wow, rude.
Oh, just kidding. Shroom is one of the best in this.
Yeah.
Well, obviously after me, I mean, Nate.
Oh god, you can't even.
Speaking of good players, we're gonna move on to Ethan.
Hey,
yep. Does he not even get to sing this?
This stupid cunt sniped the Fable for me, which would have.
I told you like 3 days in advance. Like, all right, look.
Yeah.
Shut up. I can still say it. There was something that bugged me. I don't know. Oh, Starmie only has removal, which.
Yeah. With Tornadus T, it's a bit strange.
I mean, Tornadus T has a range generator. It doesn't care too much. Like his draft doesn't mind blocks too much, honestly.
Thinking of Thunderous.
Like, Fable doesn't take damage if it's Magic God, Electros, I guess. Gatron resisted, Mega Aggron resisted, Mienshao has regenerated as well and resisted. Zoro just comes in and kills shit. So.
Yeah, the only thing I could see being a potential issue would be Toxic Spikes, if anything. There are a few Toxic Spike users. Toxic Spikes could be a big issue if you don't get rid of them fast.
Yeah, that's the main thing that I was worried about after I finished up.
Also, it's kind of obvious what your defensive core is gonna be like every week. Between Clefable, Gastro, I guess Electros and Mega Aggron. It's always gonna be
And
one of those.
Tornadus T can also be. Tornadus T can also be a semi.
Yeah. Tennessee definitely helps with the regenerator bulky AV shenanigans.
I mean, you can
I
run.
know
You
from
can
the
run.
that
You can run
Intimidate
Fat.
Tauros can be a physical wall.
You can run
Yeah.
Fat Clef, Fat Starmie, Fat Tornadus, Fat Electros. You can run
So
Fat
just saying he's running stall
Gastrodon.
every week.
Basically, yes, I'm running stall every week.
Well, there we go. Also, can release the grass fire type already, so I can bob your core. Thank you.
The what?
Yeah,
Oh, what? Volcanion?
There's none. I just want one.
I can definitely see him, like, the draft is in the right order, I find. Like, some other drafts, they draft things really early for some reason, but your draft seems to be in the right order, as I can see all those things going in the round you pick them.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, like, I think I fucked up. Round, what is this? Round, what is that? 8?
Round 8 when you picked up Mega Aggron?
Yeah, because I was looking at RhyQuinn, I'm like, oh god, he's going to pick Aggron. I had forgotten that he had picked up Hawlucha, which means he couldn't have picked up Mega Aggron anyway. So I picked Mega Aggron then. I should have picked up Haxorus, because fuck Colton, he won't accept nudes for Haxorus.
Or Mesprit, or anything of any of the ones that I want from him. Fuck you, Colton. Anyway, yeah, I like Mienshao. I think Mienshao has big potential in this, just because
yeah,
he
One
has a lot
thing
of
though
cool moves.
is that you have a very big U-turn Volt Switch core, which is mildly terrifying.
Yeah, fuck you.
Between Tornadus, Electros, Mienshao, Zorua.
Yeah, for example, he can run Yo, Bandit, Reckless Mienshao and get slow volt switches from Electros into that and just kill everything. And
Yeah.
not fun at all. Not even,
Yeah.
really, not even a little bit. So that's gonna be fun, right?
I feel
Almost
like I
everything on
shouldn't
his
comment on
team
my own
is-
draft.
Everything on your team is versatile, which is something I approve of.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Also, it's very fast. It's very fast team. Like Starmie, Tornadus T, Tauros,
It's also bulky,
Mienshao.
like it's fast bulk.
Wait, is Mienshao? How fast is Mienshao?
105.
105.
Yeah,
Yeah,
105. Yeah.
Same with Zoro.
Zoroark, I think they are all above 100, which is
Yeah.
Yeah.
quite quick.
It's something other people lack. Like his team.
Although
Trick
one
room
thing that's
mate.
kind of funny about your team is that you go from 105 to 55 in terms of speed.
Yeah, there's a huge gap.
Shoot
There's a
right
huge
down.
gap. Just like Ethan's ass. I mean, Nay.
Whoa!
I mean,
Okay.
Shady would
Actually,
know.
draft
to be fair.
analysis.
Yeah.
I
Shady
mean,
would know.
I'm just glad that I don't have the second worst team in the league anymore. Because if we want to throw back to last season, oh my god, that was so bad.
Yep.
Yeah, being not the worst is pretty fun.
Yeah, I like it. I like the feeling.
As long as you're better than one person, it's a victory.
Fight, that's been a bit of an issue because
Yeah.
Jab and Heavy Slam are things for Clefable, depending on what fighting type it is. However, there are not too many fighting types I looked at because my team doesn't enjoy them too much either. There are
yeah.
not too many fighting types, honestly.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
The only thing that, like, going on from you, the only thing that I could see being a big threat would be physical fighting types, as going on further from you, because Clefable doesn't have the best physical bulk, neither does Starmie, so you'd have to rely on things like Tornadus T to really take them.
it's
I mean-
basic. I basically have to run like offensive checks rather than defensive walls. So like run
Yeah.
offensive checks with
Yeah.
enough bulk to take a hit, and then go from
Which is
there.
why Tornado C
Yeah.
just fits your team really well, just because,
Really does.
regenerate the guy.
20 is just bait as fuck. Like,
Yeah,
It is.
love it.
It's amazing.
So good.
well, I mean, especially for 14, when it can do so much and it's so fast. I think that
Yeah.
14 was a really good price for it. Like, I honestly would have
And
put it up there with like a zoom roll and stuff like that.
And everybody's going to expect the same set every single week, which you don't even have to do because it has enough of a move pool.
Exactly.
Also, you have two reliable rockets, Clefable, Mega Aggron. Shroom has like, what, 4?
He's got
Three, and he has
Empoleon.
Gastro.
Napoleon, Tyrantrum, Sandslash, and Odin doesn't get it.
Gastro has rocks as well, I'm pretty sure.
No, Gastro
No,
does
it
not.
doesn't.
I was pissed.
Does it?
No.
It's
Really?
fucking weak.
That was like me with Ataria. I could have sworn I had default, but it doesn't.
Yeah, it doesn't because Game Freak's stupid.
They didn't
So
even
yeah.
give the Cloud one default. That makes me sad.
I know.
I mean, it would remove its own body. Why would you want that?
True.
Do you want to see a naked Altaria?
I see. Ethan.
Yeah.
I'll see
Yeah,
you
of
naked,
course.
Altaria. Ooh.
Oh,
Alright, I'm talking to Sean.
nay? Nay. I guess fire types could be a slight issue, but
Yeah.
eh?
Like the biggest threat to your
Like,
team I could
Entei.
see would probably be
Infernape.
like Infernape aside from Victini obviously because that's a threat to every team. Infernape is definitely looking to be a big threat.
Yeah, Infernape's a problem.
That's just what Infernape does, to be honest.
Sure.
Speaking of Infernape,
Damn it!
we're gonna move on to Evelyn at die Herja Bremen.
Yo, fuck
What
this
is it?
draft.
What is it gonna speak?
No
What is
electric
it
immunity
gonna
is one thing, which is appreciated by all the electric types in the format.
I mean, I'm more afraid of the fact that she's got Infernape, Roserade plus Gator. Those are so spooky together.
And Azelf, Blastoise, Drodigan are nothing to laugh at either. Like,
Yeah, her team is incredibly like offensively threatening.
And then she has
Although
Oddish.
one weakness I want to say though is it fits together very well. Like the teams themselves, the mons themselves fit very well to whatever. She doesn't have any real walls. Like aside from Druddigon and
Zapdos.
Blastoise, nothing.
Yeah,
Zapdos.
That truly
Be a wall.
and Crustle, right? But
Crustle.
none of them like none of them are like really good walls. As aside from Zapdos, none of them have recovery.
Zapdos is a
Roserade
really
does.
good wall. Everything else is kind of
It is.
meh defensively. Like Drodigon is just there to get chip damage off. That's what it does. That's why I wanted it. It's not.
I mean,
the
go
wall.
from the specs sheer force set. I mean, with Focus Blast as its only, I think it's only sheer force special move.
I mean, had Azelf gotten Healing Wish, then it wouldn't be as much of an issue, but it doesn't, which is unfortunate.
No, but
Mesprit Master Race.
but
Yeah.
offensively, this team is terrifying.
It's an
It is
offensive behemoth, but I feel
everything.
like she's gonna struggle if she doesn't have momentum on her side. Like she does have Volt Turn in 8 plus Zapdos, but that requires Zapdos to
Plus
come in on
Slyroh.
rocks 9 times out of 10.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
news bears.
What are her rocks?
Wait,
Infernape, Drodigon,
is
Crustle, that's fair.
Zapdos her only removal? No, Mega Blastoise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Mega Blastoise. I think it has big potential. Just
do.
needs to be played well.
Underrated.
Yes, I agree.
Underrated.
It's a
Only problem though that I can see is that unlike Mega Aggron, which has is stupidly defensive, it doesn't have the best defenses to be used as a pivot because it doesn't really have any recovery or way of like pivoting around.
I mean,
So it
neither
will be
does
taking
Aggron.
damage very quickly. Neither does it, but it has stupid bulk. It's still a
I don't know.
problem, but it has a
The
lot
bulk
more
to back it up.
Which one?
Yeah.
Is
Mega
that
Aggron.
Blastoise.
Mega Blastoise.
Oh,
Mega
Mega-
Blastoise. Yeah, Aggron.
Mega Blastoise?
Mega Blastoise is
Wait,
good.
Mega, I don't know if Mega Blastoise is worth 16 million, to be honest.
If it got
I don't find the
don't know.
words, but if she hadn't picked Mega Blastoise, she could have picked a top tier OU mon. So I don't know if that is worth it, to be honest.
Honestly,
I
my
like
problem
it.
with Blastoise is the lack of recovery. If it had recovery, it would be one of the best ones in the format, but it doesn't,
Definitely.
which means
However,
it goes down a lot.
Yeah, however, it's also really threatening offensively.
It
Like,
is.
switching
it
into
is
Blastoise
very,
is
but
fucking pain.
It's
Switching into
slow.
there are very few switch-ins, especially with like
yeah,
Mega Launcher, R-Sphere plus Dark Pulse. That's pretty decent coverage. Like it's decent enough that
And
you
then
can
Dragon.
limit switch-ins.
and then you have
yeah.
Hydro or Scald for the
Or Ice
actual.
Beam as well.
The meme beam.
Oh, Ice Beam, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
really hard to
But
switch.
I just find that that the lack of recovery, the lack of leftovers, and the fact that either it or Zapdos kind of have to be hazard removal most weeks, not every week obviously, but most weeks it will put pressure,
Yeah.
a lot of pressure on it.
If she keeps the momentum on her side, which is really difficult, she will be in good positions 9 out of 10
Yes.
times. But as
And
soon as
like-
momentum shifts, she has a problem. Just
Mhm.
because she doesn't have the
Lightbud
ball.
and Crustle though,
Lightbud is
Crustle
good.
especially can hazard stack, and
Yeah.
her team can definitely prevent removal easily.
That
There's like one
like
free switch and like
Can it? Does
Yeah.
she have a spin blocker?
she doesn't have a spin blocker,
Yeah,
but
doesn't have a block.
she's got enough
no,
offensive
yeah.
threats to scare out a lot of
yeah,
common
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
Removal
switching
options.
to
Yeah, but
Azel,
you can just
Alligator,
switch it to
or Infernape.
Crustle, and Crustle can't do anything.
In before Shell Smash plus Spikes plus Rocks. One move. Problem solved.
I mean, like going with Crustal and the 3 terrifying setup sweepers. I say that way too much, but the 3 setup sweepers, you know, Azelf, Feraligatr, and Fernape, can definitely, you know, detour some mons from going for it.
Azelf is just really good as a revenge killer. Like nothing really wants to switch into the thing anyway. So
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
Keyno physical special is really fucking fast and has amazing move coverage.
Also,
Yeah.
I have you know that especially defensive Oddish lives a choice spec psychic from Starmie.
Well, even you got countered.
Ah, I got countered, guys. I mean, it's not like Psyshock's a thing.
It doesn't exist. It's a lie. Switch into a Dark tie. Wait.
I'm honestly like, I feel like Lipard's gonna piss a lot of people off just because it's a Lipard.
Yes.
Priority T-Wave is just
Yes.
gonna be really annoying. It's like a
It will,
cheap
and
Thunderous.
like you can go for that that nasty plug Dark Pulse copycat set.
Yes.
It really
Copycat can be really helpful. I want to see
It can.
a few things.
like you can, and since it's already super quick, like it probably won't be prioritized by many things anyway.
Yeah. I like Lipard. I think it has potential. I was considering it as well.
I do.
Crossel,
Okay,
as it be about, I don't think it's worth it, like in general. But it's not bad.
As a hazard stack
Terrible.
mon, it's good, but 4 million may be pushing it a little bit, just because it's so slow and it's not the bulkiest.
It's so slow. It's got kind of a crap typing. It's got kind of a crap move pool. It's not exactly gonna
It's got
be.
horrible.
It's not exactly gonna be a good setup sweeper compared to a lot of the other things in the league.
Yeah.
Like even with Shell Smash, it's just not.
It's not
No,
fast
I
enough.
mean-
Just
Feraligatr will probably outdo the physical sweeper role, and what Bug, Rock, and Ground are only typing coverage. I think. I don't think he gets anything else.
it's something like there's not much important. It gets knockoff. I think, pretty sure.
No, it gets knockoff. Right.
That's always helpful. Yeah, she has a couple knockoff users, and by a couple I mean 3. That's
Fernape doesn't get knockoff.
gets-
I don't know why.
Crustle gets
Wow.
Rock Breaker.
yeah.
I
it's
mean,
a-
Choice
that's a-
Banded Rockbreaker. Choice Banded Choice
And
Rockbreaker.
Poison
That's
Jab.
got to do a thing.
Oh yeah, Poison Jab was a thing. That's
How does it get Poison Jab? It doesn't even have a fist or anything to...
reasons. Freak logic. It can jab
Yeah.
with its crossel hands. I don't know what the fuck that is. So yeah, his draft is really offensive, but defensively it's really lackluster. Also, trade
Yeah.
with Drodigon, thank you.
It's like my
Yeah.
draft last season.
Yeah, like your initial draft, kinda, but less broken
It's-
because the broken things are gone.
I think going against Evelyn, it'll either be like it'll be a 4-0s every week again, either 4 or against just because of the team structure, like
Yeah, I can
4 or 5-0s
I
every
can
week.
see that. I can definitely see that. Electrotypes in
Yeah.
general are just an issue to her because the switches are Drodigon
Yes.
and Roserade, and Roserade I guess is somewhat reliable, but because it has
But-
recovery. But
Yeah, but
Yeah,
like
it does.
HP ice is a thing, and you know, taking consistent damage is not good.
yeah, exactly. And like mixed Electrotypes, so like Thunderous, for example. Also
Yeah.
issue. Oh, Rotom Heat is also a thing that just destroys.
And Mega Manectric or Manectric in general.
Yeah.
I don't know about regular Manectric, but Mega Manectric will probably be able to just tear through
mean,
this. I mean, like,
So does
like
regular main.
Yeah.
just,
Hey, that
just
speeds
because
everything.
it counters Lipard, it's a direct counter to T-Wave spam. I feel like that's
I
gonna
mean,
be
so
her
is
go.
Manectric, to be fair.
Yeah, but Mega Manectric's a lot stronger.
It
I mean,
is,
specs.
but Lightning Rod. No,
I feel like every week it's gonna just be Lipard T-Wave spam,
annoying.
and then
Yeah,
trying to go
very well.
from there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One thing that's going to be pretty interesting, like, it's very offensive, and I think the only other team that rivals it offensively is probably, like, in terms of, like, offense to defense, would probably be Rise team.
What
Yeah.
with
Which
a
we're
bunch of
gonna move on
offensive
now,
things?
Drew, I think.
and-
Yeah.
Is there anything else about Evelyn, or can we move on to Mr. RhyQuinn?
Very good draft, but
There was a
has
question.
no-
You asked the question first.
Wait, did I
Anything
ask you
else
this
about
question?
Evelyn or nah?
Yes, go ahead, Iso.
I think.
I just...
Okay, I'm gonna move
Sad.
on the screen, so it's gonna
Yeah,
look
let's do it.
weird in the recording probably. If my laptop can work with me. Oh, I
Maybe
just
we'll
skipped
see-
Rye. No! Rye, come back! Okay, here we go, kinda. Yeah, RhyQuinn.
Right.
Queen's Park NATO Rangers.
It's a draft.
Yes.
It's a draft without bulk.
Yes.
Yes.
He wanted Rotom Heat instead of Electric Dimension, which would have given him a bit more money. And bulk, and
Yeah.
Heat is bulky. And now he just has to rely on Tentacruel and Mew and maybe Hydreigon, because Aggron doesn't count as the
Or Aggron, if he wants to, but I guess the ground and fighting weaknesses will destroy it.
Yeah, Aggron is not a reliable wall, especially not in this format.
He picked it for things.
When everything either gets like Brick Break or Earthquake or something.
Yeah.
Physically, it won't be walling anything physically, and then especially defensively, it's garbage.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. However,
Pretty much.
offense, he's kind of like Evelyn, but I think it's worse in all honesty.
Yeah, it doesn't mesh as well. Like he has things that mesh, but like it just looks a bit off.
Yeah.
I don't.
Like nothing switches into his team.
But then again, he doesn't
Hydreigon,
have
Mew-
switches to anyone else's team.
Exactly. That's the issue.
No.
Yeah, he will have to use defensive or utility Mew every week.
Exactly.
He's
does.
not going to be able to run offensive Mew ever.
Yeah.
Because
I mean, let's
it's
just
also,
look like
I think,
this.
no, never mind, he has Tentacruel, he has Hazard Removal.
Aside from Hawlucha and Mew and Hydreigon, Excadrill is Stabs is super effective against everything aside from those three.
Yeah, I guess
Like,
it's gonna have a fun time.
Yeah.
Especially considering he had it last season, it's gonna be funny. Good.
Yeah,
Bye.
but the Excadrill.
More like RhyQuinn. I mean, I want to see Evelyn versus
see-
Rye, because that's just offense versus offense.
it's
Yeah,
it's
that
gonna be the shortest game of the season.
Yeah.
I just want to say, right, if you were watching this, run sub belly drum down mana 10 with Alec Berry. Do it.
With
Oh.
Zen mode.
Do it.
It's just Zen mode.
Use
I
use
prefer
use
Oko
Zen
as a
mode
full-
Diamond and you will be the winner, of my personal winner.
And he
I
won
mean,
so that's
sub
that's
belly
saying
drum,
something.
it one hit KO'd a fully defensive Hippowdon with fire punch.
That's fun.
Also watch out for the ice beams.
Watch out for the ice memes.
Yes, the ice beams. Hydreigon, Flimsy, Tut, and Hawlucha. That's not that many.
Yeah, that's the reason why I said that, yeah.
He has 3 rockers, which is nice. Mew, Mamo, Aggron. All of them are reliable to some extent. So,
Yeah. And then he has a Toxic Spike to use you and Tentacruel as well, so he can pressure people.
yeah, he can run, I guess, lead Tentacruel, set up T-Spikes, and then just go to town. He might do that a couple times.
I like
I mean,
Hawlucha.
his draft isn't
Hawlucha's cool.
bad, but it's not great either.
Lucha
But
is
it's not bad.
scary.
It is. It can be. I mean, it can be super threatening.
Just because of its
Incredibly
coverage and gotta go fast. And it's
Go,
just...
go,
I mean-
super quick.
It doesn't need that much coverage because flying,
High jump.
fighting
Exactly.
already hits a lot of things.
Exactly.
You can go
Yeah.
Hone Claws or Sword Stance and then you have accurate high jump kicks and the thing Sky Attack. That's also nice.
Yeah. Lucha's interesting. I don't think it was worth picking it up. I think you should
No,
have gone with
I
something
don't
else.
agree with it. Especially when
think you
something
should've
like
gone
it's hard to
bulk.
use in
Yeah.
regular play. It's gonna even be more difficult now that people are actually being aware that, oh, you have a Hawlucha. I know exactly what this does. Let's kill this now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't have much versatility. I mean, it has to basically be physically offensive every week.
It has to be
if it
physically
uses it.
offensive with Unburden every week.
Pretty much.
And I mean, it's
Otherwise,
not
yeah.
powerful.
It doesn't
either.
have
It's
to
only
have Unburden every week. It can also have
Limber.
break.
Limber's-
It can have Limber against Liepard.
There it is, the counter. Boys. I mean, he has
I
2
mean-
immunities anyway, so I don't think it's...
Hawlucha has to set up to be a real threat because 92 high jump kicks are terrifying. Well, not terrifying, but they're pretty scary. But it's only 92. It's not going to be hitting overly hard.
130 base power.
He's not a Hitmonlee.
It's just because base power.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not a Hitmonlee, am I right? Well, he's God.
Yeah, I wonder who
Nobody
told you about
scored that like
Hitmonlee.
No, wait, what?
It has stab flying moves, so.
Wait, son, come back. No one told me anything about Hitmonlee.
I was wondering,
What are you
like,
saying?
I was like, hey, I'm looking at Hitmonlee, and you're like, oh, hey, that's a good idea. And then what did you draft? Fucking Hitmonlee.
I
I'm a
wanted that
god.
for...
I'm
for
a god.
while, you fuckboy.
I'm a god.
Shut up.
I am a
Fight
god.
me. Shut up. Speaking of Hitmonlee, Hitmonlee can put in work against his team because like unburdened, then you just kill things.
How much
Yeah.
does it do to defensive view?
I can get a crit. Whimsicott's
But
gonna help
he-
for his team just because it gives him priority tailwind. It gives him stun spores to load on other things.
To be honest, I didn't agree with how early he got Whimsicott, to be honest. I think
I
it's
think
like
he was
one or,
panicking.
I
He was
think
like, I need a
one or
fairy.
two, yeah,
It was on it.
1 or 2 rounds too early.
No one was looking at Whimsicott. No one was. I feel like he definitely could have foregone
Wait,
Darmanitan. What?
Was Flawless gone at this point?
Yep.
Let's see
I
what
didn't-
let's see what was gone. Clefable was gone. Sylveon
Yeah, it
was
was.
gone. Megalataria, Togekiss.
Yeah.
Azumarill,
defense.
Gardevoir.
I told him to get Mega On, no? He didn't listen.
Uh,
Could have prevented Shroom's team.
Also, can I just say that Holuchi actually has a lot of utility moves? It has
Yeah, it has stuff
Encore,
like
it has Tailwind, Baton Pass, Agility, Sword Stance.
Yeah.
It has Me First,
Me fine.
Me
a lot of
First.
speed,
He has
Meme First,
yeah, I mean,
and U-Turn.
Yeah, you also say U-turn is also nice.
he gets U-turn. I didn't even know it got U-turn.
Yeah, he has a lot of Volturn, like Hydreigon, Mamoswine, Mew, of course. Not Mamoswine, Whimsicott. I didn't say Mamoswine, hello?
AV Mew.
I was looking at Whimsicott and Mamoswine just... Okay, anyway, yeah, Darmanitan...
Yeah, he has
I mean,
6.
actually, he just has all kinds of Volturn. It's like my team last season.
He has nukes, and he has speedy things, and
I thought he
Those
said
are what-
he has newts, and I was like, where?
nukes. He has nukes and speedy things, and that's... he has nukes, speedy things, and a Whimsicott and a Tentacle.
And
Yeah,
mixtapes.
pretty much. So I guess it's it. Dry, do transfers, and get bulk. Thank you.
Yeah,
Well, we gotta say, I don't think we mentioned it too much, but he gets sniped so fucking much. Like, I think
He did.
worse than I
He
did.
did.
I was
Yeah,
already crying.
he wanted Ape, got sniped. He wanted Victini, got sniped.
He wanted Florgus.
Everybody wanted Victini.
Everybody wanted Victini, that's why Shroom got it first.
Yeah, Togekiss I think was on his list as well. Like, he just got destroyed. Rotom Heat just got picked up just before his round. I don't agree with getting Darmanitan Electric as replacement for Rotom Heat. Like, that doesn't make
No,
sense.
it's completely different. It's
Yeah.
completely different.
It just doesn't make sense, honestly. But, you know. I think if he
Well-
plays it well, this draft can still be good. It's not
Exactly.
Like, terrible
It's
draft.
very
It's
reliant
not horrible.
on
like,
how
yeah.
it plays.
he has things to work with.
Definitely. It's not a bad draft. That's just...
No.
It's just
Um,
it's not. It's probably on the worst end of the draft in the D1. I'd say.
It's not. It's just not optimal. He's just lacking things because of snipes and stuff.
Okay,
So-
hold on.
yeah.
Okay.
Looking at hindsight, I think this is going to be a lesson for him in round management.
What?
Like if you look through this, everyone else, or at least a lot of other drafts, went through and ranked things that they either really, really wanted or they assumed that people weren't going to be looking at. So like, had he switched Whimsicott, stuck in a Rotom Heat there, just like to get it early to snipe other people, that would have been fantastic because you have Rotom Heat
Yes.
with U-turn with Hydreigon, then you got Tentacruel, and then you got then you can. I don't even know what Darmanitan Electric would be because Rotom takes 2 spots or what.
Yeah.
Rotom
you would have
Heat.
10 million. Or 12
Yeah, that would give
million.
you a lot.
You would have
That would
12 million.
give you like.
Just
Yeah.
considering he would get the same things, which he would probably wouldn't get Hawlucha, but you know. So
I mean, yeah, because he would add like 9 million to his budget, which would give him like even if he doesn't get rid of Whimsicott, he'd still have 11 million if he got Rotom Heat instead of those two earlier in the rounds. That's a lot to work with.
yeah, so
I mean,
That's
he
basically-
paid twice as much for 2 things that aren't as good as Rotom Heat for 10.
yeah, aren't
Yeah.
as good for his team. Let's put it that way. This is good.
He didn't need the physical offense really.
He
Well,
didn't-
maybe at that point he did, but Darmanitan isn't the thing to give it.
and he
I
knew
don't
he
think.
would get Aggron, like that was on his list from the start. So you don't need
Yeah.
more physical like offense than Aggron, if we're being honest.
Autotomize Aggron.
Nah,
will be a
just
thing.
choice band and put everything. Yeah, I guess we can move on because we've been talking
Portland Timbers.
to RTK and the Portland Timbers. He has a good draft. Like, they're just
Very
a
good
lot
draft.
of rats.
It's-
And there's an Electrode.
It's very well balanced until you get to Go-Goat and Electrode, which I feel like are just kind of a waste. Like, if you're gonna get a grass type, don't fucking get Go-Goat.
I don't
I mean,
think
Go-Goat can
bad.
do something.
Go-Goat
Yeah.
is...
Yeah, Go-Goat
Wait,
isn't terrible, but
Tangrowth
Electrode
went
does
undrafted,
do-
right?
Tangrowth did go undrafted. He could
Yeah,
have...
he could've just picked Tangrowth and
if he did...
How
yeah,
much is
exactly. Tangrowth is 7.
How much
7.
is Tangrowth?
7?
He
Pretty
could have
sure
got,
seven.
yeah.
Hold on. Let me double check. Where
Also,
is
Would at least be able to get.
he wanted Claydol instead of
it? Tangrowth is
Excadrill.
8. Tangrowth is 8.
Oh, never mind then. Okay. Sorry.
Did you just say he wanted Claydol instead?
wanted
I guess
Claydol
it makes
as
sense in
spinner.
terms of point budget. In terms of point budget.
Yeah, and then he got Excadrill because like, fuck, my spinner's gone. What do I do? Excadrill.
But he has
him
him on top, so it's not like he was lacking a spinner either.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
like a fucking... What does Excadrill do? I mean, like, it's a steel type?
Excadrill is good. He has
It's
Metagross.
Excadrill, okay? It's Excadrill.
He-
It helps with
There we go.
earthquakes.
He could-
It's Excadrill. I think he should not have gotten Excadrill and just got...
I just want to say though, aside from being an electric type, what does electric do that
Nothing.
Frostless doesn't do better?
It is so terrible.
It's faster? Question mark. It's just
Yeah.
weaker,
Also,
it
and then
is-
Frostlass can be mixed.
That's what can do is
Excadrill
solve...
is an electric immunity, which he doesn't have.
Yeah, exactly.
Electrode, I like Electrode is just like bad. I mean, 80 is terrible for an like you know, if you want it to be a fast electric type, 80 attack, special attack is horrible.
I mean, if on a high roll, it can probably kill a Gyarados.
It could
I mean,
probably
guys,
kill
I
it.
mean, remember we were saying that Furfro's like attack is really bad. Furfro's attack is the same as Electrode's special attack,
Yeah.
and
Electros is just-
Furfro's a wall.
Yeah, I was telling him to get Electabuzz, but he didn't listen. So.
Electabuzz is actually really good. Wow, I didn't
Yeah.
even realize.
I
could have.
And it's only 2 million. Like, it's worth 2
Oh
million.
my god, is it? Okay.
Jack
Wait,
is
wait,
making
wait,
plans for
two.
the next transfer window.
Yeah, making plans. Oh my god, I can't believe I forgot about Electabuzz. I'm so upset.
But getting away from Electro, because that's just
Yeah.
bad. Sylveon,
So
Everything else-
he already has Rotom Heat.
yeah, I think he just wanted speed, but between Latios and Frostlass and Rotom Heat as a good Scarfer, I think he had enough.
But
So
I'm just going to take a look at what things are faster that he could have used, because there are definitely faster things in NUPU that are better.
Then Electrode.
there's nothing
Yeah.
faster.
I don't think so.
There's nothing faster.
They're not faster, I meant better, not faster.
Oh.
Faster,
yeah,
better,
okay.
yeah. Like I said, Electabuzz. Anyway, Sylveon, Latios, Metagross is a really good Fairy Dragon Steel Core.
Yes.
Like, they're all
Yes,
really good mons.
Metagross, regular
Melodic
Metagross
is the best.
is
regular
actually-
Metagross is good.
Yeah, like it's actually it was when I was using it when I was filling in for Jedi. It was
Jedi.
actually surprisingly useful. Like it gets elemental punches, bullet punch, earthquake, and it's got really good bulk too.
Yeah. It's a really good mon, like, it can definitely
It
put in work.
was always OU until the knockoff metagame.
Well, no, it was
Yeah,
OU
it's
until the
very
steel
good mon.
nerf, and then knockoff happened.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Pretty much.
and then Mega
happened.
Metagross happened. Yeah,
That's it,
and
get
then it
banned.
got...
'Cause
Yeah.
reasons. But Melodic, he has the best bulky water in my opinion. Like as a
Yeah,
silly
Melodic
defensive.
is very good.
I think Vaporeon a bit undrafted, which is ridiculous.
What went undrafted?
Fucking
Vaporeon.
Vaporeon, second best bulky water.
Yeah.
Wait, what's the
Mm.
best bulky water?
I just said Milo.
Uh,
It's between those two. Like,
Yeah.
it's personal preference. It's definitely
yeah,
personal.
I agree with that.
Like his draft is really good until Go-Go. I mean, Go-Go is acceptable, I think, and then Electrode.
I feel like from like
Four
Frostlass down, it
million
was
Go-Go.
just fear picking. Like
Yeah, exactly.
Excadrill, he already has a spinner, he already has a steel type. He could have picked a different ground type that would actually make more sense, or just something that would.
Like, for example.
Yeah.
You could pick Sandslash, for example, if you really wanted another spinner.
Excadrill,
Well, hold on, let's look.
Excadrill's good, but
Yeah,
he would
Hippowdon
have had
went
more money.
undrafted, I
14
think.
million on it.
No, Sandslash
Wait, no,
wasn't drafted at that point.
Wait, did Hippowdon get drafted?
No.
Nope.
No.
So I
He
mean,
could have drafted
could've picked-
Hippowdon, wow.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Wait,
wait,
But
let's-
Excadrill, Excadrill is fine. I really don't mind Excadrill.
Yeah.
Excadrill
I
is
don't,
always a
but
very strong
since-
mon.
It is, but since he already has a spinner, since he already has a steel type, I find that 14 million is a bit expensive to give to it.
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't think so. I think it's a good pick.
It's a good pick, but I think he should
No,
have
yeah, it's-
he
it's-
could
spent
have
his money.
picked up
It's a great
Garchomp.
pick.
Let's put it this way: he could have picked up Garchomp.
Yeah, that's
And that would
true.
have offered more variety.
Yeah. I guess so. Yeah, well, not
Faster.
that.
Like, Garchomp went undrafted as well?
Yep.
Yeah, I was considering it, by the way. Just
Wow.
I was considering Garchomp late rounds. I don't like Frostlass, but I think it has somewhat of a potential.
Frostlass is good just because you can
Yeah.
threaten the Destiny Bond. It's fast
Horn,
enough.
spin block, spikes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Spikes,
It's
Destiny
perfect.
Bond, Mind Games.
And it has Ice Shot and base 80 attack, so it's not bad
It's
for that.
Yeah, I mean-
it can be mixed too, which is nice.
Yeah,
so you
Sucker
could
Punch
run,
well,
yeah.
obviously.
I just want to... His team is bulk. Is like
It
up
can do
until
no
Frostlass,
damage on both
everything is bulk.
offenses.
Yeah, everything is
Like-
yeah, that's true. Everything's bulky.
mean-
Excadrill can be Assault Vest as well. Go-Go
Yeah.
is fat. Electrode is garbage. Yeah, he's a lot of bulk on his team, so that's gonna be interesting.
Yeah. I don't imagine him bringing Electrode to a single game, to be honest.
Same.
If he
'Cause he has
does,
Rotom
if
Heat
it's not
full
going to
of
do
gold.
anything.
Yeah.
No. I mean, maybe against frailer teams, but they'd have to be very frail for Electrode to do much.
They have to consist of LC Pokemon.
Yeah, Specs Volts, which is always nice with our 140 speed.
Yeah. I guess against teams with electric immunity, you can bring Rotom Heat and Electrode, and just get
Okay.
finished.
Yeah, but
The-
I mean,
the-
again,
The
like,
safe
even if it's-
aftermath.
Yeah, Aftermath.
even if
can
it's
help, I
specs,
guess.
it's not that good. Like, I'll just see what its max.
I was
thing
gonna
is.
say Electro can be a switch into Sylveon, but he has Sylveon, because soundproof. that doesn't help.
So,
Also fast too.
Fast DOF is always.
modest Electrode gets to 284.
That's so
That's at
adorable.
100. That's at 100.
That's really
At
cute.
50, it gets
That's probably
to
uninvested Thunderous. Has probably more.
145.
Oh
If
my
you're very
god.
sneaky, you kill Victini with the fast foul play.
There it is.
There's the Victini counter.
I mean,
We found it, boys.
Yeah, we won the league format.
Yeah, but his team is not. I just want to say his team is good, except for Electro.
it is. His team is great,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but
I like his team. Like Sylveon is a god in this format, or just in general. Latios is really
fun fact.
threatening. Go ahead.
Uninvested base 120s have 5 less than fully invested base 180s.
Jesus Christ.
Good job, Electrode. You tried. He has the best bulky water. He has a really good spin on him on top, which is just a solid mon. Metagross
Yeah.
is good. Rotom Heat is good. Frostlass can do its job fairly well. Excadrill is a
And
god.
Exeggutor is scary.
Golden
Yeah.
is a decent, cheap fairy. Yeah, it's solely a fairy.
Good
Grass type
grass. It can be
Um,
used. I mean, it has recovery, so
Yeah.
that boosts it.
has massive HP. It's like Gastrodon, but a grass type from
It's a
stats wise.
gold,
Yeah, but it
which
has-
gives him
It has
The
actual
main
physical
points.
bulk as well. I'm pretty sure.
I mean, it has
Let's do it.
62 or 63 defense, but 123 HP.
Yeah, 123, 62, 81. That's its bulk.
Yeah, it has very similar stat distribution to Gastron.
And then 100 attack, 97 special attack.
And it has a really good offensive move pool.
Yeah.
And bulk up can be problematic. It's basically, I don't know. If he doesn't bring Scarf Go at once, I'm gonna be sad. Shout out to Carter. Who won't watch this because this is way too long of a video for him.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, but I mean, times 2 speed. Come on.
So yeah, Artica is a good draft and Electrode. That's basically what
It
we
is.
get from this. Yeah.
And then on to Necro.
Onto NecroStevo and the Eternal City Enders. He picked the Bay Megalophony round 1.
Necro-
I'm
Hold on,
just gonna
hold on,
say
hold
one
on.
thing, guys. We need to address this straight away. He has Kabutops as an only hazard removal with Talonflame, Noivern, Livani.
Yep. That's a huge issue. Does he have electric immunity they're missing? No, he does not have an electric immunity either.
He doesn't have an electric either.
and he doesn't
doesn't-
have much bulk.
He has one resist
He has
to electricity as well.
Reuniclus and that's it.
He's
Slogus? Hello?
Oh, Floggers, never mind. He doesn't have physical bulk. That's what I wanted to
I
say.
mean, he's got Tyranitar for special
Tyranitar.
bulk.
He does
You could
have-
run
I guess
Spadef
fighting
Talonflame.
type.
I'm sorry, I cannot endorse Talonflame. I honestly can't. Talonflame
Yeah, that's
Neither can I.
is... It's
Because
so difficult
when
to
you can-
use, it's so easy to prepare for, like even with investment,
Yeah,
it
when
just
you
gets
can-
shat on. It's just, unless you have a team that is
I mean-
so incredibly flying type weak that he could pull up a sweep, then...
I mean, again.
It's funny because I had one last season, you still didn't sweep me.
No, you didn't.
I just, again, I'm gonna say it again. Its attack is only 1 point higher than Electrode's special attack.
Exactly.
It's very weak.
Exactly. It doesn't hit hard enough.
And I mean, what's its coverage? Brave Bird,
Dual
Flareblitz,
stab,
U-turn.
and natural
and-
gift,
Yeah, that's
Natural
it.
gift, yes.
which doesn't work too
Which
well.
forces
because-
you to run a berry and
exactly,
not
which
choice
makes it
band.
even weaker.
Yeah, I just can't endorse it. Like Ethan said, I do not like Talonflame in this format. I think it's one of the worst OU mons you can pick, to be honest.
Definitely. This team just has a lot of flaws, but he has really good mons. And I love Reuniclus. I think it's so good.
Reuniclus is amazing.
I think Neuven has potential if it's well played. It has a lot of nice moves, like taunts with all that jazz. Tita.
Toxic Croak is.
Yeah. Croak, go ahead.
Toxic Croak is Toxic Croak. It can definitely put in work. It will be a bit hard, but it can definitely do it.
Hard. Yeah. Croak is not bad.
Tita, you would get hard for Frog.
Oh. A well-played Tita can be really scary because it's hard to switch it to. The combination of Megalop and Tita, I said this multiple. Well. Okay, go ahead, Jack. Sorry.
Yeah. Between Tyranitar and Forgus, it provides a very scary defensive core.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the combination of Megalop and Tita, as I said before. I didn't say it in this video, but in general. Just because Megalopony can run Baton Pass, which means as soon as the bulky Psychic type comes in to counter Megalopony, Tita comes in, pursues the fuck out of you, and then Megalopony can put in the finest of work.
Yeah.
Also, it baits Fairies, because Fairies want to switch on the Dark type moves, get bopped by Stone Edge, Iron Tail, Iron Head, whatever.
Also, I like Tita and Stoutland together.
Yeah.
So I think he's going to switch into Mamoswine, as we learned from the GBA. So there's that.
Even outside of Sand, I just want to say this a little bit about Stoutland. Even outside of Sand, it's very good. I mean, well, not very good, but for a 4 million pick, it is up there for one of the best 4 millions.
It's worth it, I think.
I'd say.
Intimidate and Scrappy, and that is three very good abilities. Yeah, and decent attack, and
it's not. It's really bulky, actually. Like,
I think Kabutops is going to be good. Like the only problem, I like Kabutops, but on his team, it's bad because he's going to have to run Rapid Spin every time he brings it.
He's gonna
because of Talonflame, and
he's gonna have to bring. He's gonna have to pick up Kabutops every single match. He picked up Leavanny just because Sticky Web is OP as hell. Obviously.
I mean, he could have gotten 10 million, like, he could have gotten a good defogger or rapid spinner instead of Kabutops Leavanny core.
But Sansage was still around. He could just pick Sansage over Leavanny, and then he would have had a community and a spinner.
Did anybody ever use Sticky Web last season? Did anybody even have a Sticky Web used?
Rai had one and dropped it for Hippowdon.
Which was infinitely.
I think that was a good trade.
That should tell you enough how useless.
Which made it draft from one of the worst, one of the best.
One of the worst. Made him.
It was lower tier.
Subpar. Yeah, but after Hippowdon, it was very very good.
Yeah.
NecroStevo has a lot of solid ones here, like Toxic Rogue, Reuniclus, Neuven. Those are all good ones, but he doesn't really have something that's like, oh my god, he has this thing, he will wreck face.
Yeah, exactly. Lopunny. I mean, Lopunny.
Weak to, like, even aside from those stealth rock weaknesses, he is weak to hazards, be believed. Like, if someone, like, hazard stacks against him, he basically loses straight away.
Especially if they have Electric type as well.
Yeah.
No immunity and stuff. Talonflame just doesn't... I think he should drop Talonflame as soon as possible.
Yes.
And get
15 for Talonflame is way too expensive.
Let me... can someone do math and tell me how much he would get back? Otherwise, I will do it on my phone.
11.
For what? Talonflame? How much is it? Is it?
Look at Fred. Look at Fred with the math skills. Say we would be sitting at 12 million roughly with the 1 million he has left. So he can get something really good. So I think drop Talonflame as soon as possible, and then be happy.
Pick up hazard. Pick up hazard.
Wait, 11.25. Never mind.
Yeah. Yeah, he can pick up Solid Hazard removal because there's probably still some around. I didn't look at it. But...
Yeah, I mean, has Mandibuzz been picked? I mean, it's not the best, but it's still really good.
Oh yeah, Mandibuzz.
Mandibuzz was a backup pick.
I think Mandibuzz is 13. So.
Oh, 13.
I think I might be wrong. But yeah, he should look into that, and then his draft is just a lot better already.
Yeah, he could get 12 million. He could get things like Alakazam for that.
If he didn't have Talonflame and maybe had one extra hazard removal, I'd say this is a very good draft.
Yeah, like if he drops Talonflame, he gets either electric immunity or hazard removal, or maybe both. If he can make that happen somehow, then his draft is just drop a Leavanny. Drop those two in the next 2 transfer windows and get better things and be happy.
Yeah,
that's just what I'm seeing because Reuniclus and Lopunny Tita are just really good. in combination or just in general.
Yeah.
And Southland.
Nobody picked Greninja.
Yep. Because
Wait, what's Greninja? Is
What?
Greninja Torrent or XY?
It's
Is it
Torrent.
XY?
it's Torrent. It's Torrent.
Okay,
Wow.
never mind. I don't know.
It's 50
If it's-
million, and I can understand.
Wait, is it 15
I was
million if it's
considering
Torrent?
first picking that thing
I mean, that's
Wait,
when I was still up for drafting.
yeah, it's understandable.
Wait.
to be honest.
Shardy, is Greninja Torrent and 15 million?
Yep.
It's not worth it.
Not worth it.
It
not
is.
Worth
It depends. I think I'm with Fred.
Not 15.
Anyways, that's the
Not
point of
15.
this video.
It is definitely worth it.
We're gonna make a Greninja video after this. Easy money.
I will. I would be happy to oblige.
Yeah.
I'd say 11, but that's.
Any,
Let's move on.
whatever. His team is fast as well. I'm just gonna mention that. Lopunny, Talonflame, and Noivern. Gotta go
And
fast.
then Starland in the sun if you need to.
In the sun, yeah.
And then he has priority with
Exactly.
Kabutops, Toxicroak, Talonflame.
Yeah.
Um,
His team doesn't
yeah.
have a problem with speed at all.
He's got that speed thing down. He really does.
So yeah, we already had what we want to talk about him. So I guess we can move on to Keyno at the FC with my first opponent. So it's gonna be interesting. Oh fuck. Okay.
I like his team. I'm
It's
just
a
gonna say it. I
really,
really
really
like
solid
his
team.
One of the top 4 drafts, top 3 drafts.
He has
Probably.
no noticeable weaknesses.
Yep.
He's got a
That's-
really,
that's-
really good core with Latias,
three
Cobalion,
electric-
Azumarill.
The biggest weakness, like in terms of types, I can see is Ice, but even then he has Azumarill, Cobalion, Entei.
Yeah. He has 3
Yeah.
electric immunities, which is always helpful. It means opposing
It
electric
is.
can have a fun time. He has Claydol, which is bad, but it fits kind of in. Yeah, he
I mean,
doesn't
it
have
is-
to bring
it-
it his
exact-
Latias.
I mean, his team
And-
isn't the weakest to any sort of hazards. Like, again, they're, like, I mean,
No.
even Toxic
I mean,
Spikes aren't
yeah.
a huge issue when you have Drapion. Drapion.
I mean, like even if we're talking about Toxic Spikes, I mean he has Latias, he has Cobalion, he has Thundurus, he has Claydol, and Drapion. He doesn't have an issue with Toxic Spikes.
Exactly.
Also, ground is a bit of a weakness he has. You know, Thunderous
Actually,
gets
I know
destroyed.
why RTK drafted Excadrill now. Scarf, Moldbreaker, Earthquake.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Also, Thunderous,
that works.
just everything doesn't enjoy that. Well, I'm going to
Mm.
chew it. So against Swampert, but still. Damage. He has Regirock, which I had last season, and it's a fucking god.
It is.
I don't think
Regirock is
his
great.
team needs it because he has Swampert already to form a similar role.
Yeah, but the rock typing can still help out a bit.
Yeah.
Although
His team didn't have a flying resistance up to that, but also Thunderous, which is bulky, so I can definitely see why he wanted it. Gives him
I mean,
Stealth Rocket number 5,000 on his team. That's nice.
looking back more, the big in terms of overall team weaknesses, the only thing he may have to worry about is that he has a lot of compounding weaknesses. Not many, like all of them are 3, but he has a lot of them. And he has things to take them, but there's still a lot of them.
So, late game cleanup can be
Mixtini,
an issue.
Mixtini
but
will
that's
scare
just-
him.
Mixtini scares everyone, to be fair.
It does, but him especially. I mean,
He has
like,
Regirock.
aside from,
Regirock is the
Sir Energy Ball,
It-
Grass Knot.
I mean, between Entei and Regirock, he does have 2 of the potential switch-ins to,
Oh, he does.
Genie.
He does.
so
He does.
he can work around
Yeah.
with those 2.
Entei can get worn down, and Regirock Grass Knot. But yeah, it's still everyone's weak to Victini, so it's not very.
Just
like,
everyone,
so it's not
every
really-
single thing just runs Rindoberry. Easiest win of people's lives.
Yeah.
Even Latias.
No, Rindo Berry Draken. To take those powerful specs hidden power grasses.
Thunderous. I just want to mention how good Thunderous T is. Like, I was heavily considering
Yes.
that thing, but I had to get
It's-
Togekiss, which means I don't want to find that.
It's 101 speed, I think.
Yeah,
101?
145 special attack.
With nasty plot.
And agility. Yeah.
And agility.
And amazing coverage, like Sludge Wave, T-Bolt, Dark Pulse,
Yeah.
Hidden Power, and so on and so forth.
I
Knock
mean,
off the
he
power.
has the setup. He has the setup. He has Latias, Azumarill, Cobalion, Thunderous,
Even
um,
Entei, Core Mind.
Draco.
Rock
Or
Polish, Red
how-
Rock. Rock Polish, Claydol.
Oh, okay.
Rock Polish, Claydol. Make it happen.
And
Acupressure,
Claydol.
Drapion.
God. He gets Swords Dance.
No, Acupressure.
I'm defense.
There it is. Yeah, Keyno's draft is good, and I hate it. Why does
It is
exist?
one of the best in the league. Easy.
That and we haven't even talked about how Keyno is actually a very, very, very good player. So
Yeah, he came
I
second.
haven't seen him fight before or battle, so I don't know how good he is.
he's very
I mean,
good.
coming
just
second in
assume.
the league is enough to tell you how good he is, I guess. Yeah, this is a spooky, scary skeleton.
Indeed.
Spooky, scary
He has a bit of a
skeleton.
water weakness, kind of.
I mean, he's got resists.
Zoomer
as
doesn't want to
Ladi.
take scalds.
Among Us.
Azumarill doesn't want to take scrolls, Ladius gets ice beamed, and so does Amoongus, though Amoongus can take it, so it's not a big weakness, it's something he has to somewhat pay attention to, you know? It's nothing that's like, I would say, is a huge flaw. So yeah.
Also, there's not really any Watermons running around except for maybe Mega Blastoise.
Hi, I'm Monotui. I mean, eh? Yeah, anything else? Entei is good. I just want to throw it out. Cobalion is really good.
Cobalion is amazing.
And that's all I have to say. Anything else?
No, not
No.
really.
No? Okay.
We've covered
You know
most
your
of it.
draft is good. Stop. That's...
Yes. He and Shroom are my personal favorites to win in terms of teams.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. Gonna just have to say it.
So we're gonna move on to the slowest. Oh wait.
Sorry, in chat.
Can please
No.
laptop. Laptop, please.
No,
Okay,
no, it's not
got it. Moving on to the slowest draft in history. Slyroh and the Pittsburgh Pyro. Fastest thing is to have Flosion. Why?
I mean,
Order,
what?
draft
Hold on.
order. I do
What
not like
here?
draft order.
Hold on. Wait. He's got priority on Scizor, priority on Dragonite, priority on Kecleon, priority on Donphan,
Donphan.
priority on Conkeldurr. It's
He has all the priority in the world.
It's not terrible. It's very
Yeah, but
fucking
I
slow, and it
couldn't
means he can
say-
run Trick Room
I
very,
am
very
very-
well.
He said he's bad at Trick Room, so
Oh.
that's
I don't like I don't like his draft order, to be honest. The draft itself is good, but I don't like the order.
I mean,
At all.
that wasn't his intention. Get some cheaper things that other people might want early, and then just see what's left and fits my team, which I think is not a
I
bad
mean,
strategy.
Musharna, I don't know. Musharna is not around for.
Fred had it. Fred, tell us how fucking disgustingly good Musharna is.
It is.
Musharna
It's around
is
full
really
pick.
good.
Mushana is incredibly good. It made
People
me-
sleep on it too. I slept
Yeah,
on
but
it and
it
I
was-
got bodied by it.
People sleep on it. Yes, it is amazing, but I don't see it as around. I don't see other people picking it around 4.
I mean, considering Mesprit went round 3, I can understand it because they're both, you know, kind of similar-ish because they're bulky psychic types.
yeah,
Ish, not really.
I don't know.
I see why they did it. 'Cause
I like-
it's
I like
basically a
God
cheap
of War.
Cresselia with offensive presence.
Gardevoir for only 9 million is a very good deal.
Yeah. Round 2,
is.
I don't know, but it makes
It's
sense.
worth
all the
much.
cherries
It's
with
worth
all
much more than 9 million, in my opinion.
I wouldn't.
I mean,
I
it's
would
9 million
recommend
is
that.
a fair value, so it's a good pick for that.
Yeah.
It's a good fairy. It has good dual stab with Psyshock and Moonblast. It has good coverage and it can run a lot of utility. It has Will-O-Wisp and Healing Wish and all the things.
Yeah. Only you should say there's no physical defense and only 80 speed, but it's still a good mod.
And 65 HP.
Yeah.
So,
Um,
good wishes.
He can just run Hyper Voice Gardevoir and hope that it's for some reason decides to mega up. I think he should do that. Like,
Moonblast is still pretty strong, coming up a
Yeah.
125 special attack.
Gardevoir is really good. Sauceblot
It is.
last round, it's interesting. I think there was like one of his picks. That was
I can
like,
see it. I
Yeah.
can really see it as a wall breaker.
it's not bad. It unfortunately doesn't get the Nature Power Earthquake anymore, like he did in Gen 5. That's kind of
Yeah.
but I like Sauceblot. Kecleon is a really underrated threat.
Kecleon is
Kecleon
so fucking good.
is-
Like if I wasn't
Try
gonna
to
pick,
find a
It
safe
didn't
switch
work.
to Kecleon.
Yes.
It didn't work for you because your team
didn't really
didn't fit
need
your
it.
team.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
Because you had so much offense that you had to run like a bulky Kecleon. Which is why it didn't
Kecleon is
particularly
designed to be like the bulky,
pivot, kinda.
bulky hole poker, because that's what you got a priority
Poker.
out the
Not a punch, it
wazoo.
just pokes holes.
Like you can run
Yeah.
a Life Orb, Protean, Drain Punch, Shadow Sneak, Sucker Punch, and like Stealth Arc or Fake Out or whatever, and it's enough. You can run Knockoff too, and it does
gets
a
recover.
hell of a lot more damage than people expect.
Mm-hmm.
And looking at certain teams, I think it's actually gonna put in a lot of work. Like it's it's a great check to fucking Victini. It's a great check to things
Yeah.
like Latios and stuff like that who want to try and drop a cheeky Draco on it, and it'll survive and just completely murk stuff
Bop.
like that. Jellison is kind of annoying, but that's what Lumberry's for. Again, you just get bopped by a fucking knockoff plus Shadow Sneak. Mesprit just peas all over
Are you
it.
looking at Colt's draft right now?
Because I'm looking at things that it's just good against.
Which is like almost everything.
Yeah, actually.
Keyno is really good. If it's well played, I don't know how much experience Sly has with it. It can definitely put in a lot of work. So yeah, Donphan I think is not bad. It's just
Nah, I don't know if it's worth 10 million.
yeah.
It's kind of subpar
yeah.
when you look at other spinners.
However, it gives them a nice niche in having Electric Moody and Spin in one, and not having Sand Slash.
I want to see what Lantern will do, because I've never really seen Lantern do much.
It will Lantern.
Lantern is the premier Victini check/counter.
Lantern down for what?
Dude, I just already made that joke, you fucking cunt.
I mean, like in this entire league, like, in both divisions, I'd say Lantern is probably the best Victini counter that any team has.
I mean, but
It takes way too much from Dazzling Gleam.
I didn't do the calcs. I just assumed that it would take.
I've done the calcs. It takes like
Oh yeah, you have.
you
it.
either take 50% from a V create or get
Dazzle.
to it or take 60 from a Dazzling Gleam.
Well, that's
Pick one.
unfortunate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the Explosion by the
Underwhelming.
way. I just want to throw it in. Explosion is really good.
Yes.
I had last season for a while. Ethan, tell us about Typhlosion.
what do you mean Typhlosion?
It kind of bopped your team last season.
Did it? Look, I don't even
Yeah.
remember our game. So.
Fair enough.
There's a few games that I remember just because I just either played really well or played really poorly or some stupid shit happened. Like I remember going against RhyQuinn, I remember going against Ellie, and I remember going against Fred. Everyone, yours is the only week that I can't remember.
Crawling. Moving on. Conkelda I don't think was worth it for 14, but at that point did he need the money? Like, yeah,
what else
that-
was there? What else was there? It depends on what
Gengar.
else.
Gengar would have been nice,
And...
but it didn't fit the scene, so
Yeah.
Kinda did, kinda didn't.
Any other
I mean, if he
bulky
doesn't
fighting
run
type?
Trick Room in any week, he just played his draft completely wrong. Because he has very good setters like Mushana, Gardevoir, and Kecleon. They all have Trick Room and can set it up pretty
And then
reliably.
he has the nukes in Dragao, Conquidor.
Yeah. Dragao,
Did I just say
yeah.
Conquidor? Wow.
Conkeldor.
Even Scissor and Dragonite can work on Trick. Like Dragonite has 80 speed, which with minus speed nature Brave. And
Yeah.
do IVs. It's pretty
I
slow.
mean, minus speed, nature, brave. I mean, you need a double minus speed.
Flame up.
Flame up Conk, make CG happy. Dragagi is just a problem. Between Typhlosion and Dragagi, special balls
I
are gonna cry.
I have found that it is very impossible to not be too hit to by Dragao, even without specs.
it's not fun.
I have found.
It's also
You can run
nice to
Bandit
Spiker.
Dragao.
That's also one.
Yeah, I
Bandit
mean,
Dragao
what
is
is it? It's like
Gunk Shot.
80. I think it's like 80 or 70 or something. Let's just
Has
check.
decent
Actually, I
attack.
have 75.
Yeah, what is it? How does removal options are Donphan, Scissor, and I guess non-multi-scale Dragonite. But I think that's enough. It just means Donphan's gonna come very often because Scissor doesn't really come often. Because Scissor's
No, I just want to say though, on the topic of defensive Dragonite, you can run Heal Bell Roost.
yeah, but that
with
means
it,
you don't
so-
have multi-scale.
You don't have multi-scale, but I mean it's bulky.
Yeah,
It's quite bulky.
it might be worth it in certain matchups. I don't think it will be.
Only problem is that in league format, people can see the Dragonite and say, hey, I can just slap on a HBS and insert random one here.
Yeah, exactly. Which, well, with that scale, it's gonna hurt like a bitch.
Mhm.
I like his draft in general, it's just that it's way too fucking slow.
It's
Like, he
too.
should've picked
Yes.
months.
If anything,
He has the prior.
I feel like this team could have definitely benefited from a Mega Scizor. Like, if this team had Mega Scizor, I feel like
Yeah.
it'd be several times better. Like, you...
Yeah, to take out the Conqueror, put in a Mega Sizzle, put the extra, what, 4... No,
Just
not
get
even
a-
4,
just
9,
get Hariyama.
something else. Yeah, put the extra 9k into Hariyama.
You still have money left, so...
Yeah, and then maybe you can get... I don't think there would be much better than Salzbuck you could get for 5 million.
I don't know.
Hey, look at Evelyn's team and then look at Dragalge.
I don't want to scroll over. I'm just gonna do it.
I got it. I got it.
Oh god.
It bops
Yeah. Oh
everything.
gosh.
Everything pops.
Oh my. Oh fuck.
Everything just gets fucking destroyed.
That's not fun. Evelyn had fun with that. So yeah.
And what's even better though against Evelyn is that aside from maybe Azelf, nothing can actually OHKO it, so it's gonna definitely kill something at least.
Yep. So yeah. Slyroh seems slow, but other than that, it's really solid. Like.
Yeah.
Just.
Do we move on?
Sure.
Or
Or
not.
not.
We move over? Okay, we can move on to Colton, Shadow Gaming Hub, and the Osaka EVs. The Kantu sniped Mesprit for me. I will kill you in your sleep.
You should have got it round something.
I would have gotten it round 3 or 4, which is already way too early in general. But he did round 3. His draft is gross. Just straight up.
Yes, it is between Venusaur, Arcanine, Mesprit, Jellicent, Grand Ball.
Spirit. There's only
What did I
one
say?
guy. It's Mesprit.
Yeah, alright, listen
And
here,
right
you
on.
pretentious
Anyway, I
dick.
apologize. And Double-Aid, Bulk.
It's fat. Here's Crobat.
Fat.
Which Crobat is a god.
Everything on this
Hey,
team is
fat,
fat,
sticky
except for Zip Striker.
Striker.
Set Strike.
And
Hax-
Haxorus isn't bulky. It's just
No, it only has good defense. It's only like 90 defense, and the other defenses are like 70.
Oh.
Yeah, this is gross, and I don't see
It's
any
disgusting.
flaws. His Rockers, Mesprit, Crocodile, Rhydon, which are all reliable.
Maybe having only one hazard removal.
Oh yeah, I just saw that.
maybe-
Only Crobat, I mean.
Yeah,
I mean, but
could be an
his
issue, but
team isn't super bothered. Like,
Arcanine
Arcanine is bothered by it, Crobat is bothered by it, nothing else is super bothered by it. Zip Striker is kind of bothered by it just because it's so frail. But Arcanine has recovery, Crobat has recovery, and Zip Striker isn't. We're going to be switching in a lot. It's switching in, getting a hit off, and then switching out again.
Yeah, the only priority is Doublade and Arcanine, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And it's apart from Golbat, it's not really fast.
Or,
I mean,
Crobat.
Striker.
I mean,
Zip Striker,
you'd
but
have
Zip
to...
Striker's shit.
You'd have to run DD Haxorus, which is fine, because I mean DD it's basically it's literally what it's there for.
Occasionally
Yeah.
choice band depending on matchup because that.
Or Swords Dance.
Like
Swords Dance. I mean, that's the thing.
yeah, Swords Dance. You can run both, like depending on team matchup.
I've done that before.
Bandit
I've done that in
Swords
PE with
Dance.
Fracture and- Bandit Swords Dance.
I meant Swords Dance and Dragon Dance, but
Claws,
thank you, Ethan.
Dragon Dance. Does it get any other setup? Come on, it has to get a fourth setup move.
I don't think so.
You can slap an Assault
He
Vest on
has
that.
4 of my mons from last season. What the fuck, Colton, you fucking fanboy? Mesprit, Jellicent, Crobat, and Zip Striker. Hello.
Slyroh has 3 of mine. Hey.
And Crook, which I had in the PWD thing, which is pretty dead. So yeah, he's my fan. Mega Venusaur is gross, but I don't know.
I found it, guys. I found the fourth setup move.
What is it?
What's the
Harden.
Hey!
Yeah. Dragon Dance, Swords Dance, Hone Claws, Harden, Banded Haxorus.
There it is.
We're just making the teams.
All right, there you go. There you go.
Colton, run it
Colton.
against me, please. Thank you.
to bait the phasing move and then get momentum.
Easy. Yeah, his draft is just fucking good, and there's not much to say because
It's
just
disgusting. I
good.
don't like it. I mean, even though it's like massively bulky and he can run full store if he if he needs to. He has Haxorus. He has Double-Aid. He has
Crook.
Crook. He has things to break things.
Basically,
Nice,
his game.
Actually, no,
basically,
he's missing.
his team is designed to be
He's
like.
missing one thing.
You know what he doesn't
He's
have?
missing one.
John Cena.
Aside
Money.
aside from Mess Spirit and maybe aside from Mess Spirit, he doesn't have and Mega Venusaur. He doesn't have a hard-hitting special attacker. He really
Specs
doesn't.
Jellicent. Boom.
What spout? Scarf.
Yep. Set up the trick room with Mesprit
No,
and
trick-
go to town with Jellicent. Easy. Yeah, that's
Yeah, he doesn't have it.
I mean-
Nasty Blood Crobat is a thing, I think.
yeah, it kind of is, but not really. The specs
So,
do like his
have-
45 or whatever special attack is good.
So are we in agreement that his team is block
stupid and shouldn't exist.
gross
Yeah.
and disgusting.
It's solid, yeah.
It's
But the
pretty
lack of
solid.
special
That
defense,
flies out.
special attack cards.
I don't think that's that much of that big of a deal, honestly. Just because you don't need special offense. Like it's
No,
not
you
that
don't.
necessary.
He has enough physical wall breakers to break past the physical walls.
Yeah, exactly. Like
In between Hackstress and Rhydon, no physical
Brook.
wall really wants to take on.
and Crook.
Yeah, that's true.
And his special attackers aren't weak like Mesprit, Mega Venusaur, and
No.
I guess even Arcanine
No.
can go special. So they're not weak.
I also think that
Is
a
that
lot of
the-
people are gonna end up sleeping on Granbull.
Yeah.
They will. Granbull, what is it? 120 attack?
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm more
like it's
worried
okay.
about the fact that it's Intimidate, and that makes it just fat as all hell.
Yeah. I mean, special defense is really bad, but
I mean,
You can just
it's
grab
it's
that.
you're not gonna run it as a specially defensive wall, are you?
yeah. I mean, if you really need special bulk-ish on Gramble, you can run AV, which is still decent. It's like
Which
good.
is
It's decent.
Horrible when you have Jellicent on your team.
Wait, what?
Huh?
I mean, yeah, you have Jellicent, which just doesn't care what special attack is most of the time.
Does he have a
Stop
concerning
clicking on the
weakness?
spreadsheet, whoever is doing that.
It's me.
Oh,
Fuck you, Shoddy.
I'm recording. It's not.
I'm recording too.
Anyway, yeah, Colton's draft is good. He's my fanboy, and he should give me Crobat and Mesprit. And Crook, and just give me a draft.
Yeah, just trade drafts.
Oh, I want to keep some of my mons. Anyway, moving on to Alex, OnesieBanette, and Tikal Dino. He wanted Mesprit round 3 as well, which is interesting. He got Uxie, which is clearly inferior. Shout out to Shroom.
Bastiodon round...
Bastion
round
in general.
7?
Yeah, round 7. I think he was drunk at the time, which is why he got it so early. He wanted it, but he didn't want it
he
so early.
was very drunk. He was very inebriated.
Yeah.
It was funny. I thought it was funny.
He just breaks down walls. Like Altaria, Nidoking, even
I came in
Magmorph,
like a wrecking ball.
the Raptor, Hariyama.
He only has a Discovery. He's not particularly weak to it, but...
It's the Raptor,
he only-
yo.
I mean,
That's the
Defox
Raptor. Easy.
to Raptor.
It's the counter to Scissor.
No. Do you want to tell you the best has removal on his team? Yeah, I mean, Ditto. I mean, come on.
Easy.
Copying them defensive scissors for days.
Easy. Yeah, that's
No,
one issue.
I'm not...
Because
I'm
Skami
just gonna
doesn't
look at the
want
story.
Defog in the first place. Like, it just doesn't
Yeah.
want it on his moveset. So that's
I mean, it doesn't. You basically could run Brave Bird Defog because you not going to click any other moves anyway.
I mean, Roost.
U-turn moves. There it is. Okay, so he's actually gonna click other moves. So
My only problem with his draft is that his walls, aside from maybe Megalotaria, are either not that bulky, like Seismitoad, or don't hit particularly hard, like Bastiodon and Uxie and Skarmory kind of...
bad.
Yeah! Ooh.
Like,
Yeah.
everyone knows what Bastion does. It's like everyone's like, oh my god, Metal Burst, I didn't expect this. No, every fucking person knows that this piece of absolute garbage gets Battle Burst. Don't draft it, it's terrible. Even Probopass is better.
you're
Yeah, I
wrong.
mean, at least
Oh.
Probopass has moves.
Yeah, and
I mean,
it
what
has
Bastion...
decent offense at 75 is not
Yeah,
useless.
it's not good, but it's not bad either. I mean, what's Bastiodon's, like, 50?
It's -5.
I mean,
Also, things like Tornadus, hey Ethan, put in the finest of work against this team.
yeah.
Like, holy shit.
His offense is pretty good, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, Altaria, Nidoking, Magmortar, Staraptor, Hariyama, and very good. But his bulk is
Valkyrie.
just kind of...
I like
Yeah,
the things
Valkyrie
that
as well,
ends
but-
with at the end because a lot of his team does that. Magmortar.
That's only...
You mean
two months.
Bastiodon and what?
It's only like 3 months.
Somebody
or
kick
something.
Fred from the call.
Altaria,
What did you say?
Hariyama. Yeah, that's it.
What you say?
Hey, who did you like? I mean, like, I like Mega Altaria plus Nidoking plus Skarmory. That's really good. Seismitoad, I feel like, is a little bit underrated. Having a
Yeah, I can
water
confirm.
immunity is actually really nice.
I can confirm it is underrated.
Yeah, Shoddy's tears. I feel like it's not gonna put in as much work as is gonna want it to, but it's definitely gonna put in enough work that it's gonna be worth it.
Too.
Oh my god, stop. Magmortar is actually a really, really good wall breaker. Like, even for 5 mil, having something that can have the amount of coverage. Yeah, it's bulky. It's bulky enough that you could run AV on it really, really well. You can run Life Orb on it. It's no, Life Orb is the standard set.
Yuxi can
both
be used pretty nicely.
Yuxi benefits his team really, really well. Like, it means he can run Spikes, Defog on Skarm. Or,
I've seen that in so many leagues, so many times, where they just stick Yuxi into the one role of Stealth Rock's Annoyance, and that's not the role it's the best at.
It's a decent pivot as well. Like,
you
can do it
a slow U-turn is really, really good.
Sure hit, and it's not slow. It's only 5. It's not a slow U-turn.
Yeah, I mean it's faster than Mesperit.
Yep. Which doesn't make sense. Good job, Game Freak. Make the defensive mon fast. I don't understand. Anyway.
Staraptor is Staraptor. I mean,
Staraptor is disgustingly scary.
Kamikaze bird.
Yeah, Ditto is not worth 6 mil, but it will. It deters people from setting up, and knowing Onesie, he could make it work. I don't know. It's definitely not worth 6 mil. Like,
I mean, he could run it against he could just run like max. He could run it against Slyroh's team.
Yeah.
Leftovers.
Yeah. He can do it. I mean, Yama is good, but I don't know if he will use it effectively because it's not that easy to use.
It's not easy to use.
But if used correctly, it's terrifying.
Like, I don't know. I mean, Valkyrie, it's hit and miss for me.
God damn it, Fred. Sorry. Ethan's crying.
Valkyrie is very hit and miss for me.
I like Valkyrie a lot. Yeah, it's like a cheap Mungus.
It is, but it's very hit and miss. I don't know. It has good special attack. I think it's like 115, and its bulk is pretty nice. But I don't know.
It's not bulky enough to be amazing, but it can do.
But it's not powerful enough to be a wall breaker.
It's base 110 special attack with 75, 85, 90 defenses. You could run fast chlorophyll. It's another Sun team, guys.
I mean, doesn't even outspeed Scuffed like Keldeos and stuff. At +2.
I don't know.
You believe hard enough.
No, it doesn't, because I know that I've run Rock Polish on like Rampardos, and it doesn't outspeed 108 Scuffed.
Falling. Yeah. His draft is spooky scary, but his defense is like.
It is.
Yes.
I mean, he has more block than some of the
Skarmory itself covers a lot of things. It can also be specially defensive. It's still good.
Takes on a lot of things. So
yeah, but that's going to put a lot of pressure on it.
Which it can handle because it has Roost, so I guess.
Yeah, and you also have
versatile fire types are going to be a pain. No, actually, no, they won't. Against his Skarmory and Seismitoad core.
I mean, that's why he has Yama. Why Yama's really good on his team.
And Yama and Seismitoad.
And even 18 Mortar for the special ones. And Altaria as well. Hello.
Overall, I quite like this draft.
Yeah, it's just that Bastion's absolute garbage.
It is.
Speaking of garbage, guess whose team is up next?
Fuck off!
No. Wait, we were talking about this earlier. He doesn't have an electric type. Spend the 2 million on Electabuzz.
Yes, please. No, he can't. Fuck. He only gets 75% back. No!
No, but I meant like, if he didn't buy Bastiodon.
Yeah.
Bastiodon.
Bastiodon. There it is.
He could have got Electabuzz, and that would have helped his team.
Yeah. That would make his team really good. And speaking of really good, move on to my draft.
Look at this trash.
He has to laugh at it himself because he knows it's not true.
Daddy, if you do not run Amnesia, Iron Defense, Hone Claws, Dynamic Punch, Registeel, you are
no further questions.
Bad.
Wait, is there anything else about Alex? I don't think so. No. I just want to make that joke.
Wait, hold on. Wait, what was that? What now?
Gotten it.
We're gonna move on to my draft, which is the best in history. It's not good.
It's not bad considering how badly you got sniped over and over and over again.
Yep.
I just want to say in terms of specially offensive capabilities, Togekiss, Manaphy, Jolteon, Shaman, and Kyurem, and Beheeyem.
Yep.
You're
Show me your switches. Show me your switches.
Behem, I like the Behem. I do.
That's the one thing I don't like about my draft.
Why?
Because I should have gotten
Behemoth's
Stunfisk or
not
Golurk.
worth 5 million.
Stunfisk.
Yeah, because I need electric immunity, and Stunfisk stops every electric type in history. It just doesn't care. Also, like Lantern Rotom Wash, but they don't count it.
It gets Surf. It gets Surf and Scald. It's dismissed.
And Sludge Bomb. So, Stunfisk will be nice, or Golurk even. 'Cause, yeah. Anyway, talk about my draft. So I can shut up.
I quite like your team.
Thank you.
I do.
I mean,
Let's Jack talk, and then go ahead. Jack, start
Wait,
first.
do you have any... oh no, you do have 3 forms of hazard removal, right? Togekiss, Hitmonlee, and Mega Aerodactyl.
Aerodactyl.
I mean, it's an option.
Yeah, I don't know. A lot of specially offensive capabilities, not a lot of physical ones though.
I mean,
like you have 2. Yeah,
I mean, Kyurem can be physical. Garbodor is
It can.
physical.
It can be,
Yeah,
but I
but
mean,
Garbodor's a
we
wall.
see that most people run.
Garbodor's not a wall. It's a defensive annoyance thing. It's not a wall.
It's
It's not
I
good
mean,
enough to
run
be a
Choice
wall.
Man. I mean, Choice Banded Jolteon with Pin Missile, Double Kick, Wild Charge, and Volt Switch.
Stop revealing
Quick
my
attack.
strats. Why don't you bring that week 1? Jeez. Okay, Fred wanted to say something. Fred, say the thing
Go,
you want to
Fred.
say, if you remember.
Hmm?
Want to say something? Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
forgot?
you got sniped pretty hard, but what can I say? You should make the only appropriate thing would be make Garbodor your team captain.
Got him.
I mean, Garbodor.
There you are.
Crawling
but-
in my skin.
You have some
For
good
getting
ones.
sniped.
Behem is quite underrated. It hits very hard. It forces switch-ins and then just wrecks with analytics,
Tricker's
size
not
shock. Yeah, Shaman is very good. Manaphy is very good. Your team, I don't like Jolteon though. Jolteon it's not good.
In my skin.
But and it's disgusting that you got Mega Aerodactyl as your last pick.
It is like, aside from Manectric, it is the most powerful, specially based electric type, I'm pretty sure.
Right.
I can't think of more. Raikou, yeah, Raikou gets better.
Thunderous, both of them.
Oh yeah, I'm an idiot. Ignore me.
I didn't want Thunderous by the way because I had Togekiss
Rock
and
Kiss.
I had Mega Aeroplan, but one other flying type. But yeah.
You had Mega Aeroplan but got it last.
Yeah, I know, because I knew no one would get it.
I think you need more. The thing is that because you have no money left, trying to pick up anything at this point is almost out of the question. You definitely need more physical. You need a greater physical presence. Just it's not even, it goes without saying, to be honest. Like, you've got
I
Volt Turn with
disagree
Manaphy plus
heavily.
Jolteon. You do,
Jolteon,
because what
Only is the only real thing, and then I mean,
Mega
People-
Aerodactyl.
Mega Arrow?
oh, error, right? Yeah, I'm not looking.
What was I
Sorry,
gonna say?
I'm tired.
Wait.
I'm tired. Aside from those 2, I mean, like, look at Kyurem Black. Almost everyone runs special Kyurem Black, so I don't think they're gonna run physical Kyurem, to be honest.
I mean, I
No.
can.
Like, oh, you can.
And
I mean, you can, but I don't think it will work as well as it should.
I will do it against
Good.
Chansey that totally has been drafted. Which I could stall anyway with sub-boost pressure.
I like the Mega Arrow pick though. I feel like it can definitely do things. It will do things.
But yeah, it was pretty risky to wait so long to draft it because
Yeah.
without it, your draft would be pretty trash.
Nah, I knew
It
it wouldn't get picked. Like if it would have gotten picked up early by someone else, I would be like, okay, I can completely change my draft. That would not have been an issue. And I knew at like the late points in draft, no one would be able to get it.
I mean, there are certain times where it just wouldn't make sense for people to pick it up, which is what you were banking on.
Exactly.
Mm.
And with 60 million, I could have gotten something good. So.
But yeah, the lack of physical presence, as
It's definitely
Ethan
gonna
has
hurt
said.
you.
I agree.
gonna
I
hurt
disagree
you
with that
in
so
the-
much, but it's okay.
I mean,
I
again,
have Sealwing Behemoth. Hello.
You have enough
Oh,
special attackers to break past the special walls, but it just might hurt you a bit. And the lack of priority is a thing.
That's why I have Hitmonlee. That's the only reason I picked it. Because I'm like, I need priority. So yeah.
I mean, extreme speed Togekiss, I guess, and quick
I
attack
wanted
Jolteon.
Scizor initially, but then Slyroh decided to be a cunt.
Why'd you get this? Oh, you wanted Aerodactyl, right? Right.
Is there anything else about myself?
Not really. I mean, there's not really much to say. It's a fairly...
And like
It's a
the
good
one
draft.
mentioned that I only have one electric immunity and it's fucking Jolteon.
Yep.
That's like the biggest issue I have myself. Like everything else, I'm kind of fine with.
Also, I have
And you
you
do
know
have-
that Choice Banded Analytic Steel Wing from Behemoth is almost a guaranteed 2 KO against physically defensive Clefable.
Bam!
Almost.
That counted, young nigga.
Almost
Yeah, but that's,
a
but that's
guaranteed
both,
to
that's
KO.
both
Almost.
times factoring in the analytic. That's both that's like both hits factoring in the analytic.
Yeah, but I will be slower because I'm minus speed. There you go. Get the
I'll run
struggle.
Iron Ball. Get on my level, young nigga.
Whatever will I do? Yeah. Moving on? Question mark.
I guess. Not much.
Moving on! Exclamation mark. Jack TheDonphanatic. First up, no
Yeah,
electric
this-
immunity.
Hit and miss. I don't have an electric immunity. It's gonna punish him. I feel like it's punishing me,
Yeah.
even though I have a battle.
He has one.
his-
Yeah,
times in
He doesn't
his
even have a
stuff.
resistant except for Heliolisk, which doesn't take hits.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So Dodrio, I mean, he wanted Hexorus initially, which is he would have had a resistance at least, which is not a good one, but it is one.
I don't know. Like
That's-
his draft is very weird for me. Like I both like it and don't like it.
Yeah,
I don't know
I
why.
agree. Like,
Thunderous
just-
T has a field day against this.
what?
It does.
Thunderous
Thunderous
T.
tip.
Yeah, I mean every
I
electric
mean,
does.
I guess
No,
Ice
but you can
Shard,
just-
I guess.
Yes, Volt Switch
Yeah.
and something takes a huge hit and bye.
Yeah, Thunderous T just takes. I mean, Jolteon, for example, I'm just gonna go with mine because it outspeeds his entire team and can run Specs Volt Switch and just do so much damage.
Mm.
Pretty much. Of course, you can run Scarfers like Scarf Heatran or whatever, but you know, just
Like, again, this is
in
like
theory.
a lot of other drafts. It's not bad, but I wouldn't consider it one of the best either.
Yeah, Hitmonchan is,
Mm.
and Fortress is,
I can see Hitmonchan doing work, to be honest, because it,
Yeah, it's
unlike
not
regular
bad.
play, it can pick and choose its punch, which punch it wants to use.
Yeah, like, you know, Falcon Punch.
I don't know about
mean,
Dodrio.
Yeah,
Dodrio's
Dodrio, I don't know.
Question mark for me.
Yeah,
What,
It's-
what,
it's
what else
easily
was there
powerful.
for premium?
I could
Is anything
see it
else they
do
good for
things,
Christmas?
but not really.
maybe.
It's
I mean-
Staraptorite.
This is an amalgamation of a lot of different ideas, but there's nothing really concrete. Like, he's got Heatran plus Mega Slowbro, sure, that's a good core. But what the fuck else is happening with this draft?
That's a good question.
It's a lot of threats that don't mesh, like only half mesh.
Like, hold on. Let's look at this. So, Priority God in Weavile, Great Spidefmon in Heatran, Fairy because Heatran, Heliolisk, okay, alright, you know what, I'll give it to you, okay.
You know,
Fucking
you
Mega
know what
Slowbro.
happened in
Heliolisk
this
is-
draft? You know what happened in
Heliolisk
this
is
draft?
one of the
Oh,
What?
Look, in
what?
this draft, Jack TheDonphanatic walked through the shopping center, through all the things, and he just picked things into his shopping cart.
Yep.
He just picked Weavile and the Heliolisk, and oh, there's the Heatran Mega Slowbro special pack. Let's take this and Fortress and Dodrio, and then he just threw them all and bought them. And
Yeah,
there you go.
Like, looking at Fortress, like, why Fortress? You don't need Fortress, you already have a Steel type, your team isn't, I mean, like, you got a Weavile, so I mean, like, you can pick, like, a different spinner. Like, look,
Yes, a powerful
he picked,
Fortress Heatran core though.
just, oh my god, like, Fortress is good with team support, it's not gonna be good on this team. Fortress is dumb, and especially,
I don't think it's 9 million as well.
exactly,
I do
it's not worth
believe
9 million. Hitmonchan,
It's nice.
it should have been Hitmonchan plus something usable. Why the fuck did you get Weezing? You
Yeah.
don't need Weezing. You have a Mega Slowbro. Mence, I'll give it
Yeah,
to you.
I
You
mean,
need some sort of other
Mence
physical
is-
presence or a
I'm-
setup sweeper or something like that. Fucking Dodrio,
Mence
you
is...
got birds though.
It doesn't
Mence
get
I can
U-turn, which
see.
is so sad.
Yeah, Dodrio really.
Wait, so if he dropped Fortress and dropped Dodrio and got a 12 million mon, he could have, like, had something there.
Yeah, I mean, like
That-
he can
I mean,
still
that's still quite
he can still drop Fortress and Dodrio to get like
Yeah,
another
he
form
can.
of hazard control that isn't shit.
If there is, I don't know if
What's
there
left?
is any, but you know.
There's shift for offensive. There's
Wait.
shift tree.
Shiftry's bad. Don't do Shiftry.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Yeah,
it's
I
not
don't know.
good enough. It's not worth
Herod.
it.
Let's
It's
see what's
not worth
actually.
it.
There's not actually a lot left.
Yeah, exactly. That's the issue. That's why you pick them right away.
Yeah, if he drops Dodrio and Fortress, he has 9 million. I don't know what he can buy with that.
Probably nothing.
9 million. Dodrio and Fortress. There's probably something here. I mean, I'll just look through.
Yeah. So I mean, Menses also has removal, which
I like.
Yeah,
those.
that's-
which
I
worked
like
well
those.
last
He
season.
can
'cause-
get Emboar. Nice.
He could,
Don't do it. No, fuck off.
but
Embo is
but he
scary. I don't want to
he
face him.
doesn't. He doesn't need the extra.
Yeah, he
I
doesn't
don't
need
think he needs the extra
no.
physical.
Yeah, he
power.
doesn't at all. But don't do it. I'm terrified of Embo. Yeah, Mens. If
He's gonna
he
do it
brings
now. You know
default
he's gonna
Mens,
do
he
it.
has to bring HP Dragon because that's the rule
Yeah, true.
from last season.
I mean, I'm not bringing HP Dragon Shard.
He could
no
get
matter what you say.
Rotom and then have a switch in for Electric Mons, which still is not an immunity, but it's something, I guess.
Was Rotomo picked?
Rotomode.
No, it
No.
wasn't. Or Roche.
Yeah, Rotom is really fucking good. I'm surprised he didn't get picked. It's my favorite Rotom form.
Yeah, it's very good.
Yeah,
there's like no real hazard removals left he could have picked.
Yeah, and he doesn't have good ones either, so that's a bit of a problem. Anything else? Also,
No,
if
I
he didn't
mean-
have Fortress himself and Weezing, offensive Fortress would put in work against his team. I just want to mention that. It's the one time
Well,
history.
we're talking like
sentence.
we're talking like it was the worst draft in the league, but it's really not.
It's not.
it's
Like,
not.
he has,
Like,
he has
when will-
threats
I
on
mean-
threats.
It has
Weavile is-
lots of.
He's
Terrifying.
gonna win
When-
if people sleep on him, and then he can set up with something like SD Weavile.
I
He
mean-
can just run through teams if you weaken enough stuff.
The memories.
I mean, in terms of actual playing ability of Jack, well, in the TBU he did pretty decently when
yeah, he did
played.
pretty well.
It was 3 for 4, 3 for 4, wasn't he?
Yeah, last
Yeah.
season the PPL he improved a lot. At the beginning he made some
Yeah.
questionable play, like he choked the game against me very very hard.
Yeah, he
had
played
it at
easily
one point.
against me later.
Sorry.
Later he improved a lot. So
It's
I
just that
think
he-
if he plays it right, he can do a lot of things. with
Yeah.
this draft.
One of the issues he had, he sacked win conditions way too early, so he needs to pay attention to that. Things like Weavile are going to be really important to keep late game.
Yeah.
Like Scarfy, trying to heal risk, all of things. Mega Slowbro even. Keep the win conditions.
I
don't
just
show,
realized that
you know.
that he replaced Crest with Slowbro basically. Like he removed special bulk for broken physical bulk.
Yeah. I mean,
I mean,
I'm
he
not,
he has cleric support for Mega Slowbro, so that's
He does.
good.
yeah, he has really good defensive core
The
between
defensive core
Aromatisse,
between
Mega
Heatran,
Bro,
Aromatisse, and Mega Slowbro.
and even Fortress, Mans, Weezing, I guess.
Yeah,
It's
if
really good.
and if he goes full AV Chan, because why not?
Yeah. Like, even Nidoking doesn't break that core particularly.
It doesn't.
Because Weezing can
It
take it
doesn't.
on. And Slower doesn't get ult by anything, so... That's saying
Sunlight
something. If your
Pulse.
core doesn't get destroyed by Nidoking, that's definitely saying something.
And his core doesn't get destroyed by what do you call it, Victini either. I mean, he has
Slowbro
he
can
has
chew every
the.
hit. Heatran can chew
Yeah, I
every
mean,
hit.
I'm actually gonna calc choice banded Bolt Strike. I'm doing that right now.
You can run Specs Energy Ball, which will probably do more.
Nidoking
can,
can
but honestly,
kill Weezing
it's
with
choice band.
confusion.
It's choice band.
I had Nidoking last season and I faced Troy with Weezing, and I was doing that calc. It does nothing. I was like, okay, let's calc it just for the fuck of it, and it didn't work. I was so sad. Confusion Nidoking.
Oh.
Yeah. Anything else about Jack? Like his draft is.
It's eclectic, but I think with transfers he can definitely make it one of the most threatening in the league.
Yeah.
Wait, what's 50 times 1.3?
50 times
50
1.
times 1.3, that would be 315, so
Something like-
65.
Yep.
65.
Yeah,
65.
almost
Yeah.
something like that.
Why?
Oh,
Yeah, it's
I want to know
65
that.
exactly.
You just want to know that? Okay.
So do we go over?
No, I
like,
want to cut the confusion thing on
Oh.
losing.
Do we go over our list, like from favorite to least favorite, or favorites and least favorites? Or
I
something?
It's a
think we
2-hit KO. It's a 2-hit KO on losing with confusion with Nidoking. So get wrecked.
You can just run Psychic in the calc and put it 50 base power. Easy
Oh,
way.
true.
So yeah, we can all go with favorite drafts and least favorite drafts, I guess. But let's go with favorite drafts first. Jack,
I guess
you seem like you're ready. Go with your favorite draft.
I am not ready, but okay.
Okay, you're not ready. Who's ready?
I like Shroom
Um,
because he's gross.
Yep.
I was gonna say Shroom, but
That's rude.
Yeah, I would probably.
I like
Shrooms.
Keyno.
And-
I like Keyno.
Keyno is probably my second. Like, I'm gonna leave myself my own out. 'cause, No.
Keyno and Shroom are my favorite drafts by far.
Yeah. I mean, Claydol.
like-
I wouldn't pick Keynos because Claydol, so it's true for me.
I don't. I can look past the Claydol.
I can. So yeah, Shroom is my
I-
favorite draft because he has just good mods and a fur throw.
Yeah, my favorite's Keyno.
Uh, Ethan favorite
Yeah.
Shroom as well. I
Um,
guess. What you said.
yeah, I said Shroom, but it's definitely it's gonna be Shroom, Keyno plus Colton for top 3. I think those are
Yeah,
probably
Colton's
the most the balanced. Like
That's nice
RTK
when no one likes
has
your draft.
shitty Go-Go and Electrode. I don't really have many options. RhyQuinn and Evelyn are just hyper offense which can work for them. Slyroh is too slow. Onesie has
You're too
Too
slow.
slow.
Onesie has
It was bound.
a lot of things that are kind of spooky.
Questionable.
But yeah, a lot of stuff is questionable. And that Don is just a little too eclectic. He needs to fix some stuff up during transfers, and then you need more physical
Yeah.
presence, even though you don't think so.
I have only an Omega Aerodactyl.
Yeah, you have 2 things out of 10.
And Kyurem. And Damon has a
Kyurem is not physical. He doesn't
It has
count.
130 attack, young nigga.
It doesn't count.
130 attack. doesn't-
So how many?
Fred,
physical
favorite draft.
flights?
Keyno. But
Okay.
I think Shroomraver will win because he's Shroom.
The best.
So basically, all of us believe that Keyno and Shroom are the top 2 teams at the moment.
Yeah.
Pre
Yes.
battles, of course.
Yeah.
With honorable
I
mentions
guess-
to RTK. And I like Rice draft.
Yeah,
And Colton.
yeah.
I like Colton's a lot.
I don't like Necro's team.
Yeah. It's probably my least favorite.
My least.
Necro and Rye, I have to say. I don't.
Actually, no, least favorite is...
I-
I don't know.
My least
Like, I
favorite
wouldn't
is
want to
I
use
don't like
Slice
Fuck
at
him.
all. Wow! Wow!
No.
You can be-
Let me think about this seriously for a sec.
I was someone
can't get
that I
behind it.
definitely
Yeah,
wouldn't want to use.
Slyroh, I don't
Just because
like
it's too
Slyroh's
slow for my
team.
liking. I like playing fast things. That's why I have my
He's
arrow.
too slow.
God damn
You're
it.
too slow! Sanic.
I can look like the speed is a big thing, but his team at least meshes well together. It's
Yeah.
not. That's what makes him above others, like some of the other people, just because it meshes very well together.
My least favorite is definitely NecroStevo because that's just
Yeah,
a huge
don't
monster slug.
like Necros.
I think,
At all,
I
not
think,
mine.
I
It's
think,
a
I
lot of
think,
fixing.
yes. I think Necro and Dawn, just because they have all the pieces, they just kind of fucked up a little bit. It's definitely salvageable.
Yeah,
Like,
They-
Rye
yeah,
has some stuff going for him just because things mesh well together,
do.
but I don't know.
Necro and Rye are probably my least favorite because Jack, his team, you can fix it up relatively easily. The other two, you're gonna need a bit of work, I feel like a few weeks to change them up, like a few transfer weeks. That's what it's called, to fix them up. I'd say.
I think Jack needs to try and make trades with someone else to make it really work. Just because he won't get that much money back.
Yeah,
We'll see.
No, he.
We'll see. Maybe try to get
But
extra from RTK. Yeah,
But
for
overall,
Fortress.
overall, none of the drafts are absolutely horrendous. Like I
Yeah.
can see every single one winning, maybe to a less extent than others, obviously, but all of them have a chance.
Yeah, there's no
It's pretty
terrible
interesting.
draft because everyone except for Evelyn and Colton has league experience, and Evelyn has solid mounts but just hyper offense, and Colton has a really fucking good draft. So yeah, shout out to us for not being absolute garbage. except for Ethan. Nay.
Okay. Okay then.
Hey, you started. I'm just kidding. I love it.
If we weren't friends,
I'll
I
send
wouldn't
you
be
nudes.
here. Yo, I have to talk to you guys about stuff from yesterday. Woo!
Okay, we're gonna do it after we end this recording.
Oh.
So yeah, thank you for watching. I guess I will probably do one for D2 and maybe one for the D League. We'll see how I feel and how people are up for it. Tell us what your favorite draft is, by the way. I'm really interested to see what people in general think, just because.
Yeah.
And if you made it to this point, leave something in the comments. What is it?
I mean,
Um,
we're at nearly
if you made it
40 minutes. I mean,
if you made it this far, tell us your favorite color.
What? Who has
I mean-
a favorite color?
Fuck you. That's why. That's my favorite color.
Mine is pink. Okay.
Florence is my favorite color.
Orange.
Florence. Floriconia.
Okay, we gotta go. We can finish. We're gonna finish.
Yeah,
Yeah, we need to
thank
end
you for
this
watching.
off. Here we
Leave
go.
a like. Check out these people except for Fred because he doesn't upload because he's a fuckboy. His link's still in the description, so sub to him because he might upload something in the future. Ethan makes amazing content. He's the base of base. He hit 200 subs recently, and I will fuck his
I did.
booties
Oh
on
my
camera
God.
soon.
God damn it.
Eastorm also does really fun stuff. He occasionally clicks high jump kick with meta champs, and it's fun. And other stuff.
I do occasionally.
And he does Kingdom
No,
Hearts. I feel like he
no,
does
what I
Kingdom Hearts.
occasionally do, I
Oh, there as
click
well.
facade. I click facade occasionally.
No, Facade. Facadian White.
Facade.
Fakade.
Yeah,
You either leave your
Alright,
your favorite color or Facadian Wi-Fi in the comments. Okay, thank you for watching. Leave a like, leave a comment, leave some nudes. I'll appreciate all three of those, and I'll share with other three. Hope you enjoyed, and hopefully see you guys next time. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.